Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I have a really heartfelt letter from Elena in Florida. Let's listen.
Dear Dr. Becky, I feel like I've lost all sense of hope. I've been through so much lately, and even though people tell me things will get better, I just can't see it. I want to believe them, but right now the future feels empty and dark. How do I start finding hope again when it feels like there's nothing left?
Elena, your question is one that really speaks to me because I worked with so many people that walked in my door and have told me they don't have any hope and they just feel like it's out of reach. I know the idea of somehow finding hope and reigniting it can really feel impossible. More than anything, I want you to know the truth. You're not broken. You're human. And hope, it doesn't have to start as a huge fire. It can start as a flicker. I hope you can find that flicker today. So first of all, Elena, let me tell you something that you might need to hear. It's probably a little strange, but it's actually really okay to feel hopeless because it just means that you've been thrown a few curveballs and more things than you're ready to handle at this moment. It doesn't mean that you're weak or that you're failing. And you are getting through it. You are here. You wrote to me today. And I also know that every experience and situation in life will actually move on and pass by. I bet you can think of some times when you've had a really bad experience and you moved forward from it. You proved that you can be resilient. I want you to think about that time. Know that those negative feelings will pass, but also know that you don't have to have all the answers right now. You can just focus on one thing that can help you to see the light, one little flicker in the darkness that can help you see the light, because that's where hope really begins. When life really feels too big, let's try to make it smaller. I try to say shrink the horizon. Instead of worrying about next week, next month, next year, ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do today? Just one thing. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water. Maybe it's taking a deep breath or texting someone that you know you trust. Just those small wins can build momentum. Tiny steps really do create progress. And progress, that is really the foundation of hope. Now, here's a game changer. When your hope tank is empty and you don't know how you can possibly get any, you can actually borrow somebody else's hope because outsiders can see things from better perspective. When we feel like we're in the dark, just lean on a friend or a mentor or someone who cares about you. And those of you that are here today and know someone who might be struggling, try saying something like this: I believe in you. Even if you can't see it yet, I know you'll find your way through this because I will be there for you. Those words can plant the seed of hope in a way you can't even imagine. I know this because I've spoken to so many of my clients who felt there was really no hope. But you know what? They made it through the darkness every single time. And it may have taken a while for some of them, but they learned they could do it and that they could get to a much better place. I'll tell you what, it is so powerful and humbling to watch this. So if you don't have hope, let me have it for you. I know things can change and I know that life can get better in time. I have no doubt because I've seen it over and over again. So hang in there and hold on to my hope if you need to. You might not feel strong, but let me remind you, strength really isn't about feeling invincible. None of us are. It's about showing up. It's about taking one little step at a time, remembering that you've survived hard things already in life. Everybody has. Thinking about those moments that you made it through it. This shows that you have resilience and is inside of you right now, even if it feels buried. And frankly, sometimes resilience just means making it through the day. That counts. So remember, it doesn't have to be like a blazing flame. All it has to be is like a flicker, just a little bit. It can start to grow and get larger. So how do we start that flicker? Well, we can do it by setting a little micro goal, maybe listening to your very favorite song, or playing with a pet, or eating something comforting, or planning a call with someone you trust. These small actions remind your brain there's still something good here. There's still something worth moving towards. I know this is hard because when we're in pain, it's really easy to focus on the worst parts of the story. But here's the thing, you're still writing your story. Even though life has thrown you curveballs, your story isn't over. What do you want the next chapter to look like? Hope often begins where you dare imagine a different ending. While you're thinking about that, thinking about a different ending, just remember that hope really doesn't grow very well in isolation. So find somebody to connect with, whether it's a friend, a group, or even a therapist. And if it feels too hard still, start small. Smile at a stranger. Send a quick text. Because connections remind us that we're not alone. And being seen by others can actually help reignite that spark inside of us. So here's your permission slip. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself grace. Healing just isn't a straight line, and it's okay to take it one moment at a time. Self-compassion isn't a luxury, it is your lifeline right now. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself like you would a dear friend who's hurting. You deserve that love too. Here's what I want you to remember. Your story isn't over. And even in the hardest moments, you are never alone. I believe in you. I hope that somehow this message has resonated with you, that you have that hope to take those next steps, and just remind yourself to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I hope you tune in again, and I hope you find that the next chapter is something worth opening. Until I see you, remember that your mind matters. So you matter. Take care of it.